today we are going to do the wiring of the fluorescent lamp. So as we have discussed in our layout and the wiring diagram, these are the components for the fluorescent lamp wiring. So here we are having a PVC conduit. As per the layout, we have arranged the PVC conduit. These are the saddle clip, PVC conduit, junction box. You can see a three-way junction box as well as a one-way junction box over here, and this represents our ceiling rows in which we can see the earth, neutral as well as the phase connection or the line connection is shown. So this we need for the wiring of our fluorescent lamp. This represents a switch box. As you can see here, we are using two switches. Both are SPST switches. One switch is for controlling the fluorescent lamp and one switch is for controlling the supply to the socket. So this is the other side of the switch. You can see two terminals for controlling. This is the SPST and this is also SPST switch. One for fluorescent lamp and one for the socket. Okay, so now we are having another two components. One is a starter. As we have discussed, we need a starter with two terminals. So inside the starter there will be a bimetallic strip which is essential for the working of the fluorescent lamp, and this represents a choke, and here also we are having two contacts for connecting the choke into the circuit. Okay, and this represents the main electrode, one on this side and on the other side you can see one electrode over here. So in between this electrode we are connecting the fluorescent lamp. So now we may start the wiring. So as you can see, we are having three wires. One is this is a phase or the line, and this represents the earth wire, as well as this represents a neutral wire. So we are starting our wiring. As you can see, so first initially we are just taking the wires through the conduit from this side, and we will be taking the phase wire, and this phase wire we can connect to one terminal of the switch. Okay, so we are connecting the phase wire to one terminal of the switch. You can see we are connecting one more wire so that we can give that phase connection. The same phase connection can be given to the other switch also for the plug. Okay, that is why we have just wired one more small wire over here to the next phase connection. Okay, so this is also given to the next switch. So now we have given phase to both of the switches. Okay, so we have completed the wiring of the phase connection. So that is over. Now we have taken the neutral wire and it is given to the neutral point. We have to connect it to the neutral point in the ceiling rows. So for that we are just taking the black wire. Black wire represents a neutral wire. So we are connecting that to the neutral point of the ceiling rows. Okay, on the other side of the we have to take that to the other side of the ceiling rows and just give the connection. Just tighten the terminal. Then we will be getting a neutral point connection. Okay, so now this we are taking back through the three-way junction box, again back, then we are giving it to the switch. So for that we have to strip the wire, just twist it for the easy connection, and then slowly give it to we are just making it to the neutral point of the socket. You can see we are connecting it to the neutral point of the socket. We are having 3 points for the socket, one for earth, one for neutral and one for phase or line. So we are giving it to the neutral point. Okay, so we have given the connection to the neutral point. So now this comes the earth wire. Okay, green represents the earth wire. Always follow the color code so that it will be easy for us to wire. So this green color wire is the earth wire which we are giving to the earth pin. You have noticed that in our house also this will be the largest or the biggest one. You can see. So we are giving the earth connection also. We have given earth connection, neutral connection. So now we may give the phase connection because we have taken the phase to the switch which controls this plug. So we have to give the connection to this point also from the other terminal. That means when the switch closes, the phase connection will be going to the socket. Then only the phase connection will be going to the socket. That is why we have taken the connection from this point, the other point of the switch, and we are giving it to the phase point. So now the socket connection is complete because there comes the earth wire, neutral wire as well as the phase wire. So the socket is completed. Okay, so now next comes the connection of the phase. The phase we have to give it to the lamp, right? So we are connecting the other terminal of the switch controlling the fluorescent lamp. We have used a yellow color wire. If you want, you can use a red itself. So now we have used a yellow color wire. So that is taken to the ceiling rows. So to the PVC conduit So here we are having the yellow color wire, so that we may connect it to the line. Either it may be phase or L. Here it is shown as L, which represents the line or the phase. So we can give the connection over there in the line point. So we have given the phase connection also as shown in the wiring diagram. So then now just arrange the wires inside the ceiling row so that your connection will be neat. Okay, so you may just screw it, you can screw it, and you can just connect it, the ceiling rows, so that it will be very neat. So just make sure that always your connections are neat, the table is neat. So using a screwdriver we can we can fix the ceiling rows in the junction box. Okay, so that is over. So now you can close the switch box also. So initially it was open, so now when we are about to complete our wiring, we are just making the switch box also fixed. So you can use the screws to fix the switch box. Okay, so we are having 4 screws, so we are just connecting the switch box also, closing the switch box. So now next part is the wiring of the fluorescent lamp. So as I told you, we are having a starter. You can see this inside the starter there is a bimetallic strip, and we are having a choke. So just first you are giving the connection from the choke. Okay, so there are 2 terminals. So from one terminal just connect a wire in series with that particular choke. You can just twist the wires and connect them in series. And this you can see, this is a covering you can see. So this is taken through the ceiling rows. You can see we are giving that particular connection to the phase point. Already we have taken the phase to the ceiling rows, right? So now what you have taken is that we have connecting that particular wire to the phase point of the ceiling rows. Okay, so tighten your connection, make sure that there are no loose wires. So it is connected. Okay, so now we may have the other point. So that also we can take through this cover. So strip the wire, you can see, as I told, twist the wires and give the connection to the lamp neutral point. Okay, actually earth point is also there, but we are not as of now connecting the earth point. If you want, you can give the connection to the earth also, but in the circuit diagram we have given connection only to the phase or line point as well as the neutral point. So complete according to that we are giving the connection from the neutral also. You can see we have taken, so this is a neat covering, you can see. So the ceiling rows is now closed actually. You can just close the ceiling rows. So we are giving the connection to the other terminal of the choke. You can see that is connected to the one terminal of the main electrode. You can see 2 terminals are there, one over there and the other over here as the electrode. So here we need to give the connection to this terminals wise. So on the other side we are connecting it to the starter. So that by when we complete the connection, all these components will be coming in series actually. From the supply, through the ceiling rows that points, through the choke, through the electrodes, forms a closed path. So the other end is connected to the other terminal of that electrode. So we have just completed, we have connected the starter in the circuit. So So now from the neutral connection which we have taken over here, neutral point, we are giving the connection to the other terminal of the other electrode. You can call it as the main electrode, or the other terminal. So now as you can see, we have completed the connection. You can see one terminal is connected to the, here you can see the neutral point, one point to the starter, the other terminal is connected to the other electrode over there. One more connection is taken, you can see this connection is also taken to the, so that we can complete the circuit. So now we can just, you can see, we have to fix this particular points inside the terminals, contact points, so that now we are going to give the connection to the supply. You can see the earth point given to the, you can see the biggest of the socket, and the neutral point, you can see it is also given connection. So now we are giving the connection to the phase source. Okay, so supply part is over. So now the switch is turned on. So now you can see we are just sometimes there will be a loose connection, so we can just twist. Yes, you can see initially when you just close or when you just switch off, you can see that this will be having a glow over here. That means initially a glow will be coming over here inside the starter, and that is initially for the working of the starter. We know that this will be closed, and after that it will be open. Then a change in current or a high voltage is induced in the choke or in this ballast, and as a result of that, high voltage across the terminals of the tube, there an ionization of the gas inside the tube happens, and that is how actually this tube is getting that high voltage with the ionization of the gas, and then the lamp will start glowing through by the ionization of the gas. Okay, so in order to check the socket also, you can check it using a lamp. Here you can see our plug is also perfectly working, or the socket. You can see when I just turn off the switch, you can see it is off. When I turn on, this is getting, that means the supply is coming to that particular point. That is how it is turning on. The fluorescent lamp also, if I just switch off the fluorescent lamp, and again you can see once we just turn on, you can see a glow. See, after only a few seconds it is getting turned on, and after the turning on, even if we remove, even if you can see that, even if I just remove this particular starter point, you can see still the lamp will be glowing. Okay, so